Alright, this is going to be very different to all my other videos, and I don't really have much of an intro for this one, so... Hey, what's up guys, it's me, SS95 here, back again with another video, and today, we got something very, very special, and something that's been on the back burner for quite some time. Obviously, I'll get into those near the end of the video, but we really gotta hop into this because we don't have one reaction, but we have two reactions that we need to get through. So... Originally, I was just going to do one at a time, but the thing is that we need to really move through bursts because with Beyblade X now on the rise and with its first and, well, couple releases, well, we got to catch up with the game. So, for this video, we're going to be reacting to not one, but two bays. And for this throwback reaction, for me to cap off the Burst series in my own special way, we're going to be reacting to the two Cho-Z bays, which is Cho-Z Valkyrie and Cho-Z Achilles. Both bays are extremely special to me, and I very, very much wanted to do this reaction for a very long while. So here's how it will go. First, we're going to be doing Achilles, and then we'll be doing Valkyrie. With that out of the way, hope you guys enjoy these reactions, and I'll see you guys at the end for my thoughts and opinions. So, here we go. Alright. It's so odd looking back on all of this.
What's up, BBGs? Here is our long-awaited unboxing of our Cho-Z Achilles. The main character, Iga, finally gets his Cho-Z upgrade after he gets his original Z Achilles busted.
Oh yeah, this was like kind of the actual, like, this kind of kick-started, like, you know, bays breaking for the most part. So, yeah. The Cho-Z awakening system is definitely a very, it's very interesting. I want to talk about that string launcher, actually, because that string launcher...
We have the 00 or 00 disc, so brand new part as well. And the dimension.
Dude, I wonder if someone called it 00. I wonder.
Dimension. That sounds sick.
Dimension is actually very interesting. It's just when this Achilles released, it wore down a lot because the rubber they used was so thin for it.
So this is a dual spin launcher. It's like the original string launcher that we saw a long time ago. Now with a longer string.
So this is pretty much when the B123 came out. That's when they started implementing long bay launchers.
But at the same time though, it's still sick to have one. So this is your solution. Because we already saw before.
I think this also kickstarted why people thought like, oh, maybe the next Achilles is gonna be dual spin because they released an LR launcher. But it's not. This one, nah, it's not.
Dual spin. So let's take out all of the parts, show you guys all the good stuff. Wow, let's take this all out, show you guys the goods. Alrighty, here is all the parts.
Wow. It looks beautiful, even without the parts. The metal for it, they did a great job with the metal.
Baby Beyblade right there. Wow, one of the first Cho-Z releases. First Super Z
went from small to like big.
Right there. Insane. What a nice upgrade. So
it looks beautiful.
Dive a little bit deeper into the bay. Let's take a look at the launcher, guys, because this is also super hype as well. This is the Cho-Z Achilles.
To be honest, I wish Iga used this launcher. I don't even care if it was a right spin LR. Like, I don't even care. I just wish that he used this than the actual launcher he had.
So it says left.
But I will say that this was one of my favorite launchers back then. But unfortunately, it broke because you're gonna see why.
Also very sad to see red because I didn't mention that right away because when I pulled it out I was just excited to get the bay, but no black Cho-Z.
Oh right, so when it came to the bays, right guys? When it came to these, there were like special versions, and I'm pretty sure they kind of do this, but there were special versions of the bays, so you had like a 1 in something chance of getting a rare one. Before, like, you know, they started becoming more common, I guess, through re-releases and stuff, and yeah. It's always fun to put stickers on bays. No matter what. No matter what gen. It's always fun. I mean, unless you're like 8 or like 9, then you had no idea what you were doing, and you probably asked your parents a whole bunch to put the stickers on for you. Or you just didn't do it at all. And thus, the people who don't put stickers on their bays, y'all scare me.
It's nice though because the metal actually sticks out. It's very clear. Right there. It protrudes. Right there. So it's nice.
I think a lot of people also said like they were scared that it's gonna break. But thankfully for mine still held up.
Burst stoppers, but basically you have to just use your launcher, launch really hard, and then
the first implication of the burst stoppers.
And then it'll block you right there. Taking a look at
The first implications.
They look pretty promising, so we'll have to put the bait together and we'll find out for real. But right away there, the notches look really good on the back. I'm not too sure about this translucent yellow color. I feel like they could have picked a better color for this. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it looks pretty like futuristic.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Like, I mean, there's not a lot you could do with that. That's the thing.
But that's just me.
There's not a whole lot you could do about that.
I guess, right? Okay, moving over.
But it's not like prominent.
Man, as soon as I saw the name 00, I'm like, man, it's just like the successor to 0, isn't it?
00, 00. I don't really know what people actually call it though.
This doesn't look as rounded, but
so
it's super heavy.
it's still a double number, but this one was interesting though.
Part in this whole combo has got to be this dimension.
And Dimension was the new part that released.
It carries through with that whole like.
Wow, looking at a mint one, it's so beautiful looking at it. Looking at a mint version is so beautiful. Because I'm so used to looking at a worn out one.
And it has the pointed black tip right there. It's protruding out.
Funny thing is that it can go in.
Now if you launch it flat,
Only a little bit though.
Rubber tip. And then if you twist the bottom plate, you'll hear it unlock, and you just keep on twisting. And if you kind of leave
it was so fun to play with this.
Now the tip goes away, it sinks back in, so now you have a whole flat.
So it was so interesting.
If you keep on twisting, and you hear a click, that's when you've reached the next.
But the thing is that the clicks also kind of wear out. And the thing is, and what I didn't like about Dimension all that much, and this could just be me, is that it would switch mid-fight. So once you wear out that clicking, it starts like moving the position, and it's, I mean, it's not as bad as it's not as bad as what Trans, but it was still very prominent, and I didn't like it all that much. Of course, they fixed it with Dimension Dash when they released it with Infinite Achilles, but but yeah, the Dimension like previous, like this one, these all wore out so easily.
Put together the actual Beyblade and see how it feels.
Dude, that motion is just so weird. How you have to twist it.
The clicking's tight though. Like by itself though, it's actually pretty tight.
It's definitely going to be a very interesting driver to use. And man, the teeth are strong.
So
once again, not surprised though, because it's like all the Cho-Z evolution bays are basically like that now. So
yeah.
It's going to be unburstable at this point. I really do like though how the metal sticks out like that. It's gonna be sweet in battle. So let's weigh this bad boy.
I think a lot of upper attacks came from this.
Pretty much. Cho-Z Achilles, 53 grams.
53, not bad. Not bad.
So let's compare it with all of our other bays first, and then
there's Cho-Z Valkyrie. That's the next one.
Z Achilles. This, by the way, has a level chip on it and the Extend Plus plate.
Right. So. This also kickstarted bays getting upgrades in a way.
This is kind of like relatively where the bay's at, about 45 grams. Cho-Z Valkyrie, 52.
So there you guys go. Well, now you guys have the weight for Valkyrie.
Here comes Spriggan.
Oh, Spriggan, man.
Weighing at 54.
So you got 52, 53, and 54.
The lightest one, middle, and then the heaviest right here.
Yeah.
Achilles is the middle child.
Yeah, exactly. Around 50 grams. So, man, this is the 0 disc right there. I'm very curious about the weight of the actual disc. 24 grams for 0.
Said 2 grams there.
Double
Double zero or 0, 0.
25.
grams. Woo. So about a gram more. About a gram more. So there we go, guys. We have another contender now for.
Still very light though.
Man, Zero's kind of been like a staple for so long now. So it's nice seeing another disc kind of be released.
It doesn't get reused as often as you think it would though.
Let's do it. Let's see those stoppers come out. All right, let's do this. Okay, test launch time, and I'm in the very lowest mode. So this is the lowest height that you could be in with the black tip.
So what was that?
Okay.
I think that's stamina mode.
I should go through all of them, guys. That's just a lot of combinations. 3, 2, 1, go.
But yeah, it was so fun.
Obviously, sticking out, which means that it's going to be more of a stamina.
Exactly. Super stable.
Status.
Alright, okay, I'm going to launch it harder, and I'm going to put it up into the other mode. So all I'm going to be doing now is just turning it slightly where the black tip will retract, and I'm going to be keeping it at the same height though. So I won't move to the next level. There you go. Tip has retracted.
You said that was the lowest.
Yeah, this is still the lowest height. Lowest height, but basically it's whole flat now, okay? 3, 2, 1, go.
Self KO.
Huge speed up,
Look at
that's
that
for sure.
difference.
Yeah, huge difference. And the blockers actually came out, guys, so take a look at that. You guys can probably see.
So the whole gimmick with the Cho-Z stuff
Look at that.
is that when you launch hard, these wings are going to stick out and activate the burst stoppers. It was so hard to do as of right now because we didn't have like very strong launchers.
There you go. Now
Like they always,
that is our unboxing on Cho-Z Achilles, guys.
I'll probably go into that in the next one. So here is Valkyrie.
What's up, all you amazing BBGs? We finally got our Cho-Z Valkyrie from Beyblade Burst Cho-Z. So I find that this name is kind of redundant, but it's a super hype bay because, oh my god, guys, this bay is pretty much invincible. It has some amazing invincibility gimmicks on here. You pretty much will never be able to burst this. It's a super strong bay, and the attack motion that you get from the driver is just like insane.
Yeah, it's just crazy how they have a mode called Invincible Mode.
Dude, it's sick.
Honestly, it's so good seeing this again. I know I keep saying that, but it's for real. This is memory lane. One of my favorite Valkyries. Oh my god. So this kind of kickstarted me also like, diving a little bit more personally. This also kickstarted me getting stuff imported from Japan. So I would go on like Amazon or eBay to get bays from Japan. And this pretty much kickstarted that. So I definitely hold this Valkyrie in very high regard. It's definitely one of my favorites. Not my all-time favorite, but very much my favorite. One of my favorites, at least.
We all do.
We all do. Oh,
And I have a lot of fun memories with it.
One last thing. Before I actually open it, look at this graph. Look at this graph, guys.
The grabs don't even matter, but even then, yeah, this bay was off the chain, off the charts, man.
Like, there's this burst resistance plastic piece that's on the back of the layer.
It's similar to the one that you guys have seen in Revive Phoenix as well. So it takes advantage of like that same tech on there and helps it not burst. Dude, they should rename the series.
Beyblade
At this
burst,
point.
no burst.
Yeah, Beyblade Unburstable.
No, just kidding, guys. Like, there are still lots of opportunity for the Beyblade to burst.
The burst gimmicks also do show up a whole lot later, and I guess this is kind of where they...
Cho-Z Valkyrie, I'm sure you're gonna see some burst, okay?
This is where they got teased. They're not as prominent as you think they are, but they definitely left their impact on the series.
And just go straight for the Cho-Z Valkyrie.
But if you really want to be a whole nerd like me, then you end up getting both, because both is good.
Look how thick this layer is. Look how thick this
Definitely my boy, my bit looking very stocky.
Yeah, dude, Kakalga was a tick bay, now this is like, yo, Tickamus Prime. Like, dude, it's so sick.
Oh my god.
This is crazy.
Seeing a shiny one without all the stickers on it, oh my god.
So nice. Holy, this is like a
It looks
really
nice,
layer.
but it looks better with the stickers.
Translucent.
It looks way better with the stickers. But I like how they implemented the striped godship into the design.
Oh, dude, Zenith disc built together. frame and disc in one. Look, these
So
things-
this is where fused discs kind of became a thing. I kind of wish the chassis did this, but it's whatever, you
A
know.
little bit of rubber too, hard rubber. Wow.
Originally, I had a friend who we theorized that the rubber on Zenith was for spin stealing. So we thought like, yo, is Cho-Z Valkyrie able to spin steal? Like Geist Fafnir? Because that would have been cool. But unfortunately it wasn't. I think it was for like... It was for hitting, obviously. But also, I think it was for weight distribution. So there was that. But yeah, this bay looks absolutely like amazing. I love it. And Evolution back then was just a way more upgraded version of Variable. So I was happy that Variable kind of made a comeback way early on. But then again, this isn't... It operates like Variable, but it isn't Variable.
Spring loaded. And it's so hard to actually like get the wings out, but you can pull a little bit.
I think this one was the whole reason why my launchers ended up breaking.
Very hard for
These...
And at that point,
This and Achilles were the whole reason why I had to get so many launchers back then until now.
Look at that, guys. This is pretty much like your invincible mode because you have a blocker. So your disc will never slide past like that point, and then there you go.
But it's so interesting because originally I thought Valkyrie was only... Originally, when I got this, I thought Valkyrie was broken to me. Because I thought it would have 2 like Achilles, but instead it just has the 1. So I find that interesting in a way. But at the same time, like, you know, it gives Valkyrie... I feel like they gave Valkyrie more of a chance of bursting than they did with Achilles. Because with Achilles, if you put 1 back in, then it doesn't have the likability of bursting. But if you just lose this one, then it runs the risk a lot of bursting. It runs the risk more dangerously. And that's what I really like when it came to Valkyrie. So it was still more prone to bursting, but it wasn't as likely as you think it would be.
The hard rubber teeth at the bottom.
Oh yeah, wasn't Evolution made out of harder rubber? So it's definitely a lot more of a stockier version of Variable.
Because man, we haven't used a Variable driver in a long time. So wearing this down would be really fun.
Nah, because everything else has, up until this point, everything else has kind of been plastic. If you really want to count Ultimate Reboot, then yeah, we went back to rubber for a little bit, but not really.
Other bays with way more metal on it, right? Like look at Dead Hades, it's got so much metal. Okay, so let's weigh the entire Beyblade first.
Still kind of a lightweight.
52.
But just has enough weight to it, though,
And just
to make it a heavy hitter.
Valkyrie, or Wonder Valkyrie, 43, so 9-gram difference. So, dude, 52 grams, heavier than our Dead Hades.
Only 1, only by the 1, but even then.
Doesn't have much plastic. 21.
Dude, I just can't get over how wide.
Yeah, because that chip in the middle, that thing that represents the Strike God chip, that gives it a whole lot of weight. Because that's a whole nother piece of metal.
Because look how thick this is, guys. I can't get over it. It's insane.
It's definitely a heavyweight. It is definitely a heavyweight bay.
Wings like that, right? Inside, putting the Beyblade together, we're gonna launch this.
But I think Valkyrie was a lot harder to activate than Achilles, though.
Not too bad at all. If you use a dash driver, unburstable.
Oh yeah, so this is where dash drivers also kind of became a big thing as well. So dash drivers were pretty much like they would be marked with the red, they'd be marked with red, then the usual white, and instead of having a regular spring, they would have a golden spring. So it was pretty cool, and to make your bay, it would make your bay a whole lot tighter too. And they only get bigger.
Are the wings out? Did I launch hard enough? Maybe I didn't launch hard enough.
I think you only got like 1 of them.
Let's stop it really quickly and just see if the wings popped out.
Nah.
Oh, the wings didn't pop out. I have to launch harder, guys. Making me do it. Sword launcher time. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I think he got it.
Yeah, now you can actually see the red. that's on the outside.
But still, then again, these bays were not as easy to. These bays were not as easy to launch. Like they weren't as easy to like get the gimmick out. So
Make it more like a rubber.
yeah.
So the wings are out there.
Thank you, Valkyrie and Achilles, for breaking my launchers. Oh my god.
But the most important one is this one right here on the left side of the bay. This wing. If that one stays open, then you see right there.
You're not bursting pretty much. As long as that one, you have that one, you're not bursting. But if you have, if that one gets closed back in, you're done for. So definitely still player friendly.
It's really sad actually because opponent Beyblades have to go through these red wings first before they can actually start unlocking you. And then even then, if you're using like a dash driver, you're gonna be so hard to burst. Guys,
Oh no, Valkyrie didn't have a dash driver.
it's too OP for
But then again, I still.
Wow. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Like, don't even bother with Wonder Valkyrie and winning Valkyrie. If you're gonna buy one Valkyrie.
Nah, get both. Get both. Get both. Just get both. Get both. Love them both. I don't care. Just get them both. I don't even care. Cho-Z Achilles. Z Achilles, get them both. Just get all four. Get all four at that point. Just get all four. I don't care what method you use. Just get all of them. I don't even care. So, final thoughts and opinions on both Cho-Z bays. Both bays hold a very special place in my heart, and I really did enjoy messing around with the Cho-Z layer system. The Cho-Z layer system is always going to be an interesting system to me, because I feel like it was a callback to what made Beyblade good, and that also, you know, opened the gateway to metal being added back to the bays again after, you know, being very more... This generation was very more plastic heavy, but when they went back in and they like started adding metal back to the bays, similar to Metal Fight, this definitely this was a good season. This was definitely a good system. I love this system. Even though when it came to this Awakening upgraded system, that did end up breaking my launchers a lot. And it wasn't fun buying new ones. But then again, nowadays we have the DB launchers, which is the custom LR launchers. So that made getting the ability out a lot easier. And even going as far as with the sparking launchers, you know, those also, you're able to get the gimmick out a lot quicker and easier too. So, overall though, aside from these bays being very hard gimmick-wise, and also causing the breakage of many people's launchers, I still think that these were pretty good bays. These were definitely, they'll always hold a special place in my heart, and really, this is kind of what got me... This kind of really got me into Burst more and more, and you're going to see, like, these bays just keep growing and growing. So, now we only have at least 3 more systems to get through, because we're already done with the BU system, we've gotten through the dual layer system, and we've gotten through the God layer system. And we just finished up with the Cho-Z system. So, all that's really left is the Pachinko system, the Super King or Sparking system, and then the Dynamite Battle system. So, with that out of the way, I'm going to try my best to get through all of those, and also try my best with the remakes, because those also started becoming a thing during these generations, even though they didn't start becoming... They didn't start... Well, actually, they kind of did, so I'm going a little bit out of order, but definitely I'm going to try my best to get all the remakes, so Dragoon, Pegasus, I'm going to get those two, definitely to get a video on those two, and then we should be set for Beyblade X afterwards. Of course, I know that Drawn Sword just released, I know Hell Scythe also released, Wizard Arrow released, and even Night Shield released, and I know that the Stadium itself released. So, definitely, I got to move through this burst series a lot more quicker, so I'm going to try my best to get as many videos out as I can, even doing these kind of double videos. So hopefully this goes over well, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. With that out of the way, please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace. I just hit my arm on the wall. That didn't feel nice.